In this video we sail the last part of Canal du Midi, but before we can do that we are delayed because of engine trouble. We pass the famous Aigues Mortes of Agde and go direction Mediterranean. This means that we are back in Grau du Roi in one day. And after almost 4 months we are happy to be back home.
Beziers. We really enjoyed our time there, also because of this charming little restaurant, situated next to the church with a romantic terrace and grilled food from the wood oven. From camembert to boudin noir and magret de canard. Don't miss it when you go to Villeneuve. We just love this type of cuisine, real straightforward food.
C'est des pommes de terre en France avec gorgonzola. Très bon.
Ewe's French is really improving. We arrived in Agde and had to wait for the Aigues Mortes, but then the motor didn't want to start anymore. We were moored next to a barge in the middle of the fairway, and this shows that we were not in a safe place, so we had to move. But how? This old barge was just about to leave for Paris, delivering orders of local products on its way. They moved forward for us, and this way we were able to tow the Barolo to the quay.
The reason we couldn't move on was because of problems with the starter engine. At least I thought it was a starter engine. Because it was Friday, late afternoon, we had to wait till next Monday to take some action. As the hydraulic mast was down, we couldn't get it up again, meaning no Wi-Fi. This is how I solved the problem.
L'Hôtel Riquet, built during the reign of King Louis XV. In this building were offices and lodgings for employees. Now the building has been empty for many years, but apparently people can't agree on what to do with it. But nevertheless, plenty of tourists anyway. Because we had to wait, we went cycling. This is the end of Canal du Midi, and at the horizon you can see a Tang de Taux. harbor of Agde, 3100 berths, open the whole year, and although the website says they speak 5 languages, the site itself is only in French. Prices for a ship like the Barolo are 67 euros a day and almost 380 euros a week during high season.
To exclude everything, I wanted to swap the starter batteries of the generator and the engine. And guess what? Both terminals broke down. Time to ask for help at Canalus, the nearby rental boat office. After some measurement, these mechanics knew within 5 minutes what the problem was. The voltage of the battery looked okay, but the amps was far too low. We decided that evening to let the motor run for 2 hours, hoping the next morning it would start for the last time. Daar komt hij.
Woehoe!
Gaan we ons spreken. Dan moeten we even naar die mannen toe natuurlijk.
Ja.
Big thanks to the Canalus boys. Now I do know I need to buy 2 new batteries, one for the generator and one for the motor. Always better than buying and installing a new starter engine.
Going direction Agde in the Aigues Mortes. In the 70s, only 1/4 of the lock was enlarged by 10 meters. You can see it clearly on the left side. Grau du Roi, for many centuries the most important port for the region.
We kunnen wel opgeruimd, want we zijn van de Canal du Midi af.
Ja. Clearly, the entrance, or the exit, to the Mediterranean Sea. The weather forecast was good for us, but when we entered the Mediterranean Sea, it appeared to be a little different.
We zouden toch niet meer over zee?
Nee, maar omdat de schoonmoeders komt, willen we niet te laat zijn en leek me dit een goed plan.
Clear skies in the east. But this is west, so we have to hurry.
Hé, ma, we varen. Het is niet te geloven. En op de Middellandse Zee. Dus vanochtend startte de motor. En het gaat allemaal helemaal goed. Ik denk, laat ik je even weten.
Of course I had to inform my mom, because she was worried that we wouldn't make it in time. I was happy with the autopilot.
Ja, voor mijn moeder ga ik over zee. Nou,
Ja.
dat is...
Niet over 1 nacht reis, maar over zee.
ja.
De enige zorg die ik heb, is het bijbootje. En ik zal jullie even laten zien hoe.
No wind, no waves.
Nou, dit is echt een droomdag om de Middellandse Zee over te steken. Tenminste een stukje van de Middellandse Zee, want het waait gewoon niet. De zee is super glad. Echt, daar ben ik heel dankbaar voor, want anders was ik nu al zeeziek geweest.
For those who are interested, internet is always working with Starlink along the coast. Look at the color of the water. Almost entering Le Grau du Roi.
A lot of fishing boats here, as it is a fishing port. Still believe this is one of the most beautiful places in the region. Turning bridge of Le Grau du Roi. Normally it opens only a couple of times a day, but now we had the advantage of an incoming fishing boat. Our windows were still down, so this bridge was also no problem for us. Harvest time at the famous salt winning of La Baleine.
We zijn uit Agde vertrokken vanmorgen om 9 uur vanuit de Ronde Sluis en we zijn 5:10 in Agde.
We eten.
Spaghetti carbonara met een fantastische Barolo van Ettore Germano.
En wie heeft de spaghetti klaargemaakt?
Eeuwen!
Yay!
En we zijn weer home.
Back home.
Back home. Aigues Mortes.
Feels good to be back home, just in time for the visit of my 91-year-old mom.